Hey guys and gals, welcome back to the floor of the International 4. We're actually here on the second level with a bird's eye view over the workshop area. This is where all of the workshop creators that have come to the event have been gathering. They've been doing autograph signings, little kind of symposium type things, demonstrations about how you build couriers, what goes into an item, things that shouldn't be allowed in Dota, and all sorts of other interesting workshop content. We took the time to interview some of them to talk about what they've been doing here at the event and also just what the latest in the workshop is. We're here with Terracotta. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, thanks. How about you?
I'm doing very well. This is the International, dude. I would be having a really bad time to be having a bad time at the International.
Right. Even if it's bad, it's still pretty good. It's like
exactly. Exactly, a perfect analogy. So talk to us about what you're doing here as a workshop creator.
All right, well, today I'm chilling. But in general, yesterday and tomorrow I've been doing presentations. So we have all of these side booths over here. We call them the showcase. We get to show people what we've been doing, asking questions, signing autographs. That's weird. It's cool, but it's weird. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a presentation on the main stage. We want to be able to get people into this. A lot of people want to know how to do what we do. It's a very cool thing to be able to do. It's a very difficult thing to be able to do. So I'm going to be doing kind of an intro to get people into it. Specifically, I will be talking about developing concepts that are appropriate for a given hero. A lot of times people come with something really cool but doesn't really fit. Guy sent me a picture, it looked really cool. I was like, yeah, this is some pretty sweet crab armor you got for Lion. It just doesn't really fit, you know. So we're going to kind of go through and see how far we can push the boundaries. I'm going to do a concept on the stage. Hopefully it'll be cool. It might be lame. I'm pretty tired and I'm a pretty lazy dude, so we'll see how it goes.
How are you doing? What's your name? What's your handle?
I'm good, thank you. I'm Alex, and I go by the handle Willy Pup on the workshop. I'm just here kind of meeting the community, feeling the spirit of TI4, you know.
We've got Ike and Zip with us here. How you boys feeling?
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Yeah?
Good. I'm just sitting here showing off and mooching off his fame. He's got an actual demo later on tomorrow, I think.
I'm going to be doing a demonstration on making a set of Queen of Pain wings, and I'm just going to go through blocking in the model, sculpting it, baking it, and getting it in-game so you can upload it to the workshop.
We've got Taedo. You may recognize him. He's a celebrity around the BTS crew. Of course, he's the guy that designed El Gato. How are you doing, sir?
It's amazing here. We are going to show our work here. We're going to do some panels, and some people are going to work on the side. Basically, we are showing what we do and trying to get more people to work here with us. Sunday, 1 p.m., I'm going to talk about the whole process about couriers. It's impossible. It's going to be 1 hour, so it's going to be impossible to go deep, talk about everything. So it's going to be an overview about all the stages, from the concept to the presentation, passing for modeling, concept, texture, animation, everything.
There's always people complaining that it's too hard to break in. You guys that are established now have communication channels with Valve, and it's not fair. All of your stuff gets approved. None of my stuff gets approved. Is there credence to that? I mean, you guys all had to work your way up at some point. What's your take on that whole kind of conundrum?
Well, it's definitely harder to get started now because there is such a high bar set. And even for some of the guys that started when the workshop first opened, there are new artists coming in who, you know, have already kind of, you know, jumped over that bar. Whereas we've maybe, you know, started off at a certain level and kind of gotten better. They've come in and blown us out the water. There's also, people expect a lot more. When I started, it was just, you know, you do a set, you do maybe just like a nice presentation render to advertise.
Some people get the first item in game, some people don't. I think my first item, it took like 6 months to get in game. So it's normal, the competition is really high. There's a lot of people doing items, so you need to consider that it's hard and it may not get accepted. You need to accept that your item may be rejected and you may wasted your time. But you should not give up. I think it's the main suggestion I can do.
I mean, you don't even have to start making a model. Like, you can start by doing a concept and finding someone on Polycount to model it for you. So, yeah.
Baby steps.
That's how we work together. Is I'm a modeler and he's a concept artist, so he'll paint me a concept and then I'll pick it up and model it and submit it.
Well, it is definitely a popularity contest. It is kind of the nature of the workshop voting. I mean, voting by its nature is a popularity contest. I'm not, when the whole shitstorm started with people complaining about this, it was when Dota Cinema first launched their Sven set. And people were very upset because it was just, crushing the little guys. It didn't bother me because I was a little guy at that time with the Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight said it's a pit bull, you might have seen it. And I was on the front page the same day that Dota Cinema was. It is perfectly possible for the small people to get up there. I was a small guy just a year ago. Valve is aware of this. They've put out chests specifically targeted towards artists that have had less exposure. They're not trying to play favorites, but it is a business, and there are certain people that sell a lot of items. Dota Cinema is going to move a lot of items. Teams are going to move a lot of items. Anux is going to move a lot of items. And ultimately, the more money that flows in from the workshop, the better our events like this are.
Very good. Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.